Presidential hopeful Donald Trump is heading to the U.S. Mexico border today. Trump was supposed to tour the border with a local patrol union, but the group has backed out of its plans. Now, Trump drew wide criticism when he called Mexican immigrants rapists and drug dealers. Nancy Cordes has more from Laredo, Texas.
They called me, they want to honor me.
Trump says he might finally share proof today for his controversial claim that the Mexican government is sending criminals across the border.
I think the smart people know. I think the streetwise people know. And I think border guards know. Well, you're going to find out if I have evidence. I'm not telling you now, but you're going to find out what I have.
Lots of politicians tell tall tales, but Trump towers over all of them.
Turned out I'm much wealthier than people thought.
Exaggerating about anything from his net worth to his crowd sizes.
We have 15,000 people. The biggest one ever.
After Trump said that, the Phoenix fire marshal noted the venue only holds 4,200. But that didn't deter the Donald.
Tremendous rally, 15,000 people in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was unbelievable.
At times, he seems to rely on his own set of statistics.
The real unemployment rate is probably 21%. The real rate is actually 42%.
Pushing back when confronted with facts.
It's a wrong statistic. Go check your numbers. It's totally wrong.
His approach, why go big when you can go bigger?
Iraq was a disaster. I'm the only one who said don't do Iraq. I know the issues better than anybody.
Donald gets out of bed and begins exaggerating, I think probably while he's brushing his teeth.
Tim O'Brien wrote the book Trump Nation.
In the past, when I covered him on one morning, he might say he was worth $4 to $5 billion, and by the afternoon it was $1.7 billion, and a year later it was $6 billion.
And Nancy Cordes joins me now from Laredo, Texas. Okay, so first of all, he was very emphatic, Trump was, about the Border Patrol wanting to honor him. So why are they backing out?
Well, we called the U.S. Border Patrol, first of all, to find out if they had invited him, if they were planning to honor him, and they said no, that they had nothing to do with this visit. So then we called and reached out to the local union, and they, too, said that they invited him as they invite many different candidates to come down to the border, but that they weren't explicitly endorsing him or anyone. And so that's why early this morning, the union put out that statement saying that it is now backing out of its visit with Trump because he went on multiple shows saying that he was going to be honored somehow by the union, and they didn't want to create the impression that they were favoring one candidate over others, even if they do appreciate the fact that he's drawing attention to some of the problems here on the border. Apparently, the national union put some pressure on the local union here to back out, and so now it's unclear who exactly Trump is going to be meeting with, who's going to be giving him a tour of the border, but the campaign says that the tour is going to go on as scheduled.
You know, it's interesting because we're also just seeing a survey out today that shows that illegal immigration is down way down from its high in 2003. So does that give more ammunition for, say, President Obama or his supporters when it comes to immigration versus somebody like Donald Trump, who's coming in and just torching everything when it comes to immigration policy?
You know, I think for Trump, he's seen nothing but encouragement for his comments on illegal immigration, because there is that section of the Republican Party who really believes that the government has been too soft on illegal immigration, that perhaps what we do need is a wall right here where I'm standing, the wall that Donald Trump says that he will build if he is president. So whether immigration is up or down, it really doesn't matter. In fact, when Trump has been presented with facts that refute some of the things that he's said about immigration, like his classic line that everyone who's coming across the border is for the most part a rapist or a murderer, he has basically refuted that and said, you've got the wrong facts, you've got the wrong statistics, go back and look it up. And so I'm not sure that any trends or facts that refute what he's saying are really going to make a big difference to him.
Well, you know, it's interesting because if you look up the definition of hyperbole in the dictionary, you will probably see Trump's picture next to the word. He's known for it. I mean, he's been known for it for years and years. It was sort of different when he was the Donald Trump, you're fired on a television show, versus Donald Trump, the guy who says he wants to lead the nation from the Oval Office.
You know, there's no question that he's a showman. In fact, when you go to his events, they almost feel more like a one-man show, like some kind of theatrical performance, than your traditional campaign rally. He did say in an interview last night that if he were elected president, that he would be different, that he would tone it down somehow, but it's just not clear that that's actually in his genetic makeup.
Nancy Cordes from the border there in Texas. Thank you so much, Nancy.